Hey everybody, Tokasa here. So I didn't get to my climax battles before daily reset because I suck at the game. So I only went up from B to S. So tomorrow I will do some SS attempts and try to get some new teams that I haven't used before to beat that difficulty. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we're just going to do a regular PvP grind. We're not going to use All Might. This is just a PvP video session. And it's going to be with the team that I have had the most success with at the moment. I mean, it's just a team that I put together. It's units that I've used many, many times, but not in the way that I am using it here. So, this is Team Cancer. Team Hell, Team, you know, laugh at your face because you're not doing a damn thing. I'll explain as I hop in. Don't want to waste too much time here. But yeah, so Seiji, Compress, and Momo. So, if you don't know how they work, so, I mean, I'm sure you all know how they work. Compress, AoE bind, plus Ultra, bind. Both binds, 2 turns. He lowers speed of heroes by 20%. Seiji, body metamorphosis. You have a chance to land, or medium chance to cause opponents to become meat. If you're a Class 1A member, you lower their speed by 30%. This duo is disgusting. And then if you throw Momo there, obviously the last stand, the healing, it's just max HP up. It's just team ridiculous. They're so good. Also, I don't know what the hell happened. My Elgato is working perfectly, or not perfectly smoothly, but it is working so much better than it was before. And there you go. You're gonna see a lot of that right there, what just happened to Mr. Midoriya here. Because why this team also works so good is Compress can hide, Compress can give damage reduction to the team, and HP regeneration to the person that's hiding, which is always him. And why that is so good is because Momo already hides as well, right? So they have to target Seiji in the middle. They have to. So doing that, as you're seeing right there, makes them have the chance to become meat limit. And what did you see right there? They became a pile of meat. This team is actually disgusting. I've grinded all the way back up the top 2 with this team. It's the team that I've been just using offline. The only downside I could see to this team, and it's not a downside at all, it's just if you're impatient, is fights can last a little bit longer, right? They're not meant to do ridiculous Oonga Boonga damage, but they also just completely negate the other side from attacking, so... Oh, never mind. Unless you suck like me, and it's just completely cancerous. Now, when you mess up your action skill chains like I just did there, plus ultras can definitely be a problem. The way that I have this team built is they really do need to have their action skill chains put together, because if Momo and Compress do not plus ultra, which I don't think Compress will here, right? Now I'm going to be off rotations with my plus ultras, which definitely does suck. So there is a downside to this team. But when you got a safety net, as in Seiji in the middle there, you're usually fine, right? You can mess up freely because he will cover you. Look at that. It's a 2-turn lockup too. That's just ridiculous to me. I don't know why it's that long. And to make it even more cancerous than I already have, Seiji has Dulce Summertime, and Compress has Dulce Summertime, right? Both very good speed memories, and the rolls I have on both of them do give... Sorry, I gotta make sure I hit these going forward. Do have the right speed rolls for the color. One's DST, one's int. And as you can see, it's just... The opponent basically gets to do nothing this entire time. That's exactly what it is. And it's just... It's almost, I don't want to say free wins, but it is, it's glorious. And remember, my Compressor's not even duped up. It's just one copied. Of course, Seiji there is completely duped up, and Momo is 130. So, I mean, it's pretty juiced, but, like, if I got a couple more dupes in my Compress, I feel like this is the team I'd grind up all the way. I'm not even going to cut. I'm just going to go into matches, just fight whoever I see. I just click this because I think I had the highest battle power. Yeah, this is just the team that I've had the most success with recently. And it works really well right now, right? Because they don't really like to give buffs outside of Class 1A. It's very rare. And when they do drop a unit outside of Class 1A, they're okay. They're not as good as they should be, right? I do wish they were a bit better in that regards. Like All Might that just came out, he's good, but he's not like, oh my goodness. And look at that. Turn 1, double bind Momo and Nejire, meat lumped Ochako, and GG. It's very difficult to come back from this situation, honestly. Now, I'm not saying you can't. Of course, it has happened in a few of my fights where I might lose Seiji, or I might even lose Compress, depending on how first turn goes. Like, definitely there are ways to lose. And there is one really big counter to this team, which I will show very shortly. I would argue that the biggest counter to this team is New Year's Ochako. Why New Year's Ochako is annoying is messing up her rotations. Obviously, on their side, it also gets messed up. But if you don't bind or any sort of disruption caused towards New Year's Ochako, you can usually still plus Ultra on turn 3, right? Because you're able to do your action skill chains, like that, without being messed up, so you gain a lot of plus Ultra gauge, you get the chain bonuses as well, right? So a lot of things just still line up really, really well. Where if you end up binding her or, you know, causing Meat Lump, they can still mess it up quite a bit because then she'll be screwed up for a couple turns, and then when she does pop up is usually the turn when you plus Ultra, and then she lowers her gauge, and then my whole team's just out of sync. It does happen. It gets ugly. It gets really, really ugly. And yeah, as you can see, my plus ultras still aren't or my action skill chains aren't going very, very well yet, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm usually pretty fine here. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to win every fight. There are definitely times where I will lose, for sure, still. It is still highly possible. Like right here, we're going to lose Compress. That's mainly because I suck at action skill chains. I still can't hit them. That is completely my fault, but I still feel like we're in a very good spot. I don't remember if I've used Seiji's Dulce Summertime yet, so we're going to put this on Seiji. Get a nice AoE hit in here. I can't remember. Well, I guess we're going to find out here. I think she's got the AoE. I have definitely used both of Seiji's AoEs here. So this is not looking too good. This is one of those times where hitting those action skill chains would have been to my benefit, for sure. 100%. But like I said, I suck at the game, so it is what it is. We got the last stance in here. Good AoE damage. Tokoyami should do pretty good here. But yeah. We may not pull off a W here. That is completely on my behalf. Like I said, my plus ultra skills are less than ideal. I should definitely be doing that more often. Or getting my action skill chains lined up in order, actually, and not messing up. But I'd be a rookie at the game. Alright, so Deku is gone. Sue will definitely tear my team to shreds, which is obviously a big problem. I think we do this. Yeah, for some reason. Like, it's still not perfect, like that, the frames that happen with the Elgato, but it is definitely better. So I should be able to get this. But right now, I've missed the body metamorphosis one twice, which is what I usually don't do, so gotta fix something on that end for sure. Yeah, it doesn't... I mean, if I had to put money on it, I don't really see a W coming here in the near future. Oh, just kidding. I did not expect to get rid of Sue like that. Wow, okay. So we're gonna escape with this one. Pure luck. But I'll take it. A W is a W. Nejire and Tokoyami, or mainly Nejire, is cleaning up there. So yeah, when I don't mess up my action skill chains and everybody's in sync, everything's good. So hopefully going further, I'm able to click my attacks, and I can show you how good this team actually is. I think I just fought Izuki? Is that who I just fought? Yeah, it was. Okay. So, Kef will be the next. But yeah, this team, when you do your action skill chains properly, is disgusting. It's so good. So hopefully going forward, I don't mess them up too much. But time will only tell. Alright, keep the same rotation. I like to give Compress all the crit rate possible, right? Because it just gives him a better chance, I think, of landing the bind. And shutting down someone like Ochako turn 1 is the greatest thing you could do. Momo, obviously, getting rid of that, so disregard what I said, but still, I feel totally fine. Compress can take a few hits at the beginning, because then he's just able to hide himself, so it's not really a big deal. Meat Lump to Momo, she's not going to do anything this turn, and then Ochako has to hit Seiji in the middle. Also, when you have dodge on the character, it can still proc. It can still 100% proc, right? It is still very possible to, like, shut down the team, which is so good. And there's another thing, too. both Seiji and Compress can still land their Bind and Meat Lump abilities with their plus ultras. So you get one action skill of them being able to do it. Seiji has two, right? Because his AoE can also cause the whole team to be shut down with just one turn instead of two. But it's still enough to, like, mess up rotations big time. So, Compress is open for attacks, but hey, if you want to go for Seiji in the middle, be my guest. Be my guest. See, look at that. What do you even do? You just, nothing. You do nothing. That's essentially what you do. This team is disgusting. And why I kind of like it is Seiji is such an unpopular character. I mean, it's unfortunate, but he just is, right? That not a lot of people have him actually invested up. So it's kind of nice when you can just use this character to your advantage, and not really many people. I mean, he's not really counterable. There's nothing out there that's got like Meat Lump, you know, resistance, right? It's just not a popular ability because only one character in the game has it. But they made this SR character so good that it's just, I don't know, it's just so effective. Especially if you have the stats, or the resources, I guess I should say, to max out this unit. He's absurd. You just build him tanky. He's not out there trying to do ridiculous damage, right? He's just there for insane disruption. But then over time, he just starts to ramp up, right? It just happens with all these skill chains activating at one another, right? And it's just crazy. Look at that. Once again, Momo will be done here. Ochako will get to breathe for just a little bit longer, but there ain't nothing she can do over there. Well, she can do that. I guess she can do that, but now she is the last lady standing. And oh yeah, that's over. This game. But yeah, this is essentially what happens when you use this team. It's just disgusting. Annoyance. Imagine if My Hero had freaking live PvP. Like, imagine fighting teams like this, right? Seiji would shoot right up on the list. Though the reason why Seiji is not a good defensive unit is because he doesn't use Body Metamorphosis turn 1. If you use Body Metamorphosis turn 1, if you could choose like the order you got to use your action skills in, SS2. That's no joke. I actually think he would be an SS tier PvP character. I use this character to this day to climb up to Legends rank, or at least when I used to climb up to Legends rank. And it's just crazy how well he actually does. He's just that good. I don't think we have Will, so we will fight Will next. This is one of the teams that I have fought many times. This is a very good team. It can get through my Seiji and Compress. And of course, Bakugo is a complete counter to Dulce Summertime, because he does not give two craps about dodge. He does not, because he has permanent bullseye. But as you're seeing here, a lot of the teams that I'm fighting, they're UR plus, right? They're maxed out. They're either, well, at least maxed for like level 130. Like, they have so much strength on their team. But what makes it so good is the fact that Seiji and Compress just keep constantly like lowering their speed. It's just so powerful. Oh, but right here we're in trouble, actually. Oh, okay, so except for the instance there, because Bakugo's debuff is super powerful. So now we're actually in a bad spot, right? Yeah, because Seiji did not land Meat Lump on anybody here, so we're actually not in a good predicament at all. We're actually in a really bad spot. So yeah, even though this team is really good, a lot of it is technically RNG dependent, right? Because you need to get the Meat Lump for proc, or you need the bind to land, right? You need those things to land. And if they don't land, then you're just kind of like a sitting duck, right? We did get it on Ochako there, so we still might be able to take out Bakugo if we're lucky here, but not quite. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember him being UR plus, so he's probably quite tanky. No Meat Lump proc, unfortunately. I don't think we can get him out with normals. No, and then Nejire is not... Oh, no, she is plus altering. Oh, she does have her AoE. So, you know what? We're going to do the AoE. I forgot I gave her with these feelings, so her action skill chains actually come back a lot faster than other characters. Because of that, it gives 2 action skill turns back, or a cooldown of 2 back every 3 turns, up to 3 times, so that's really, really nice. So yeah, we'll just plus Ultra here. I honestly think we are just going to, unless we get stunned, but we have Nejire there, I doubt it, yeah. We're probably just going to eliminate somebody here. Yeah, Nejire is not going to make it past this turn. AoE plus Ultra, too powerful. I think Momo's... Oh, not quite. I thought she was down to her last stand. But yeah, even with the team I have constructed in the back lineup, it's just as powerful. But yeah, Seiji still being the pest as he is, right? Even though we might lose one of our main units, we still have Seiji out here just being incredibly annoying. And a lot of times they like to go for DST units. You be my guest. You be my guest. Look what happens when you go for the ST or the DST unit. Right? It's just such a cancerous team, and I kind of like it. Other than when I'm missing action skill chains, it's just so disruptive. It's disgusting. I don't know. You literally, the opponents do not get to attack whatsoever. Like, how horrible is that? And Ochako here will fall to Nezre's plus Ultra. So, yeah, just the dubs. They just keep racking up. It's a really good team. I'm letting y'all know. If you got a Momo, Seiji, and Compress, and you just want to grind up, this is the time to do it, right? Class 1A is everywhere, so Seiji is at just full force with his speed reduction of 30%. Obviously, Compress 20% to heroes, so that's 50% speed just eliminated. We'll do the secret battle. Obviously, Momo, you know how broken Momo is for PvP. It's just crazy how strong the team is. Okay, here's another good team, very good team. We got Bakugo and Ochako. But, once again, nothing changes. We keep up the same stuff, same order. And hopefully we just keep on dominating. I say dominate, but some of the fights have been pretty close, actually. So we didn't land bind here, so now we gotta rely on Meat Lump, which doesn't always happen. Which did not happen here, unfortunately. Will anybody get Meat Lumped? No. So there is a chance that they could be faster because of Bakugo's reduction in speed. But nope. Nothing to worry about here, so we are still in a very good spot. We do Meat Lump Momo in the middle there, but it is only for the one turn. Oh, we do get Bakugo. That's a 2-turn, unfortunately, for him, so he will not be doing anything for the next few turns. Oh, and we get Ochako. Ooh, it's not looking too good over there. This is what I mean, though. Like, it's just... And now we get free reign on Ochako, and she's just gonna fall. Because she literally can't do anything. I know y'all are aware with just what this stuff can do. You know, stuns for 2 turns are out there with Ochako's plus Ultra. We have paralysis when Fantasy Kaminari was a thing. Like, there are so many teams out there that can cause disruption. But this team is literally... It's live or die by disruption, right? If it doesn't land the bind, then we got Body Metamorphosis to turn the Meat Lump. And then if that doesn't land on his, like, AoE attack, then he does his action skill chain that doesn't attack. But when they attack him, he's got a chance to cause Meat Lump. And then Compress hides, obviously, to make sure you attack Seiji. And then, remember, Compress also has bind, damage reduction, heals himself when he's hiding. Like, it's disgusting. And then the plus ultras, same deal. I mean, Compress and Seiji, they can bind for 2 turns, or they can Meat Lump for 2 turns. It's just never-ending hell. It's never-ending hell for the opponent, right? Especially when it comes down to Compress hiding. You have to hit Seiji. You have no choice whatsoever. Seiji has damage reduction in his kit, being amplified even more and more by Compress over there. It's just, I don't know, it's whack. It's crazy how disgusting this team is. And honestly, it's a team that I could just see myself continuously using going forward. Like, look at this. This is a secret battle, and this is a very good team, right? Because they are withstanding a lot of damage right now. We're on turn, like, what, 7 or 8? And we're just rolling through it right now. They just can't do anything. Poor Bakugo. Poor Momo. Poor everybody that we fought. But yeah. When you're able to do actual skill chains like I did in this fight properly, this is what happens. Like, it's just constant disruption. Oh, we might actually lose Seiji. Oh, isn't that a shame? So close to eliminating the GOAT, but unfortunately, Momo, you will not be able to see Seiji's demise as you are going to fall before him. Because even when she comes back here, we have 3 action skill chains, and yeah, pretty much GG. Like, I could literally just hide Seiji, right? Missing the action skill chain in the end, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. GG. So, yeah, the team is horrible. Horrible to fight. I think I'll do one more. I want to fight a New Year's Ochako and show you why she is probably the heaviest counter to this team. Actually, just to many teams, honestly. But this team doesn't have any really plus ultra gauge in their kits. I don't have any roles like that or memories like that. We'll fight Annie for the final team. She's just got that New Year's Ochako. This is one of those times where the disruption can be good, but still not be strong enough because it doesn't shut down Nears Ochako long enough for me to plus Ultra. And when this team doesn't plus Ultra, I have to wait 2 or even 3 turns of just doing normal attacks before I can even get everything back in sync again. And giving a UR plus deck or Bakugo over there 3 free turns of not being able to do anything is a recipe for disaster. You are not usually going to win. So no bind there. Now, like I said, best case scenario would to not disrupt Nears Ochako here, but obviously there's so many ways to do that, right? We can do it with Seiji's ability here with Meat Lump, so... Sorry, sometimes I just gotta focus up and make sure I don't mess up. So, I'm actually kind of hoping we get the body metamorphosis here just so I can show you. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, because 2 and 2 happen. Okay, so in this instance where I didn't land it... Oh, actually, never mind, it doesn't matter. See? Now that I don't have any of my plus ultras, though, I am in a horrible spot. Because now, after this turn, I don't have body metamorphosis. I don't have it here whatsoever, right? There's Nears Ochako. Very luckily, I was able to get all... all 3 of the meat lumps, so I was saved by the bell, you could say. But in most case scenarios, that won't happen, right? So I won't meat lump everybody, and then I am in a very difficult situation. But in this case, ended up working perfectly. Absolutely perfectly, because Seiji decided to save my ass by meat lumping the entire team. But that's what I mean, though. Like, with Nears Ochako, in a non-perfect world, that was literally just the perfect case scenario. I'm not able to do that. I cannot do that, right? Most of the time, I will not meat lump every single opponent I hit. It'll usually just be one like that with Bakugo. And then they still got 2 characters there that can just go free rampage mode on me, essentially, right? Because I have no counter to it. I didn't have my plus ultra there for 2 turns. I need the plus ultra because all 3 of them. Momo gives action skill down, Compress does it, and Seiji lowers his own action skill cooldowns by 1. Like, I'm lucky that I'm in the position I'm in right now. Like, for real. I would be cooked if it was any other way. And still, we're not in a great spot. And that's what I mean. Nears Ochako is definitely the biggest counter I have found to this team. As you can see, Bakugo is starting to ramp up now, so we are definitely in a terrifying state. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Ochako doesn't make it out of that turn, but we have a full free turn here to do kind of whatever we want. I actually am going to crit Tokuyami. I'm actually going to hide Tokuyami because I think Compress has his last stand here. And I'm not going to gamble on the bind right now, so... Just going to hide Tokuyami, make sure that he's able to get through this turn. Unlike losing Nejire in literally 1 turn there. Okay, yeah. And Compress has got some nice tanking abilities in him too. So that's really good. So let's do missing Todoroki. Alright, so now we can kind of land the bind. And we kind of pick and choose who we want to KO here. Because Compress's AoE does hit multiple times. I'm going to hope we can get Bakugo down to literally no health left, but we'll see. Tokuyama should hit pretty hard here. Yeah, we do. So this AoE will kill him. So getting rid of Bakugo was definitely the key to success here. Absolutely necessary. But yeah, the team is just incredibly powerful. And remember, I'm fighting these fighters are insane. I'm fighting everybody here with, like, max stats, like UR plus or level 130, or at least a dupe into them, right? Because they all got like 500,000 battle power, just like myself. And the team just thrives. Doesn't need a crazy DPS, doesn't need any of that. It's just disruption, disruption, disruption. That is what this team lives off. It's crazy. You know what? I'll do the secret battle. I'll end with the secret battle, but this will be the final fight of the video. Y'all get the point of how good this team is, right? It's just constant cancer. It's probably going to be that in the thumbnail, I ain't going to lie. It's just horrible to fight. So Nejire, this is a very annoying team, but a very good team still. As long as my action skill chains are aligned, I think we'll be okay. Also, if I end up fighting you more than once in a secret battle during this video, I apologize. I have no control about that. It was like that too. As I was grinding up, I kept fighting the same member over and over again. I actually think it was a guild member, so I do apologize. I don't like picking up people at all. I usually like changing it up as much as possible. Just for diversity of myself, I like fighting everybody in this game. just so I can understand like what teams that can beat me, how I can improve, or what strengths and weaknesses certain characters have. I don't like beating up anybody unless they're like purposely got a bunch of R characters up there and they're just being generous and letting you farm. That's the only time, and that's only when I'm like way behind. I'll actually take advantage of that. But outside of that, no. I just like I like fighting everybody. I like challenging everybody's characters, giving everybody some time to shine. Because there are times where I get my butt whooped in this game. I get destroyed, and that's totally fine. So, oh, I messed up everything. So this is really bad. Fortunately, we're in a very good spot because we were able to take out a lot of the units beforehand. But since I suck with the game and missed another action skill chain, I don't think Compress will be able to plus Ultra here. I don't believe so. Is that Green Hawks? Because everybody's got a dodge. That is Green Hawks. That is... It's been a minute since I've seen that boy. But yeah. We are able to meat lump once again. Like I said, he's a safety net, right? Look at that. Oh, never mind. We were able to plus Ultra anyways. It didn't matter. Didn't matter. But, like, having that ability... Like, look how disgustingly broken Seiji is. Like, I can do that to everybody. It is crazy. Crazy powerful how good the team is. So yeah, if y'all can replicate it, I would recommend. I would recommend, at least for farming. Anyways, that'll be it for this one. Just a quick PvP grind video. This is basically the team I've been using the most right now. Other than I'll swap out Compress for Lady and Gaunt, just when I want to make the fights a bit quicker. I wouldn't say it's... Honestly, I don't even think it's better. I honestly think this team is better, just with the pure disruption. And obviously, I don't mess up my action skill chains as much off camera. But... yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy strong. I think out of the last, like, 40 fights with this team, I've lost once. And, I think it was just due to luck. Not on their end, my end. Like, my meat lump and binding just didn't land, period, I don't think. It happens, you know. But, I mean, if my win rate's about 98% of this team, I could take a couple losses here and there. I'm not going to be too bothered by it, right? But yeah, the team is just disgusting. So if you can use it, I highly recommend it. It's good for farming. You won't make any friends. I'm probably gonna have people that unfollow me from this video alone because it's horrible. But hey, I need to get back up the Legends rank. All right. So, anyways, thank y'all for watching. I guess I can go through the fights very, very quickly. No, actually, I'm not even gonna do that. They all do about 200, 300k damage. But you know, shout out to everybody I did fight here. The team is disgusting, horrible to deal with. And one of the best teams I have ever used. So, if you can use it, replicate it, do so. So, anyways, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. SS difficulty climax battle Genist will be tomorrow when I have my actual attempts. And yeah, look forward to that. Summon soon for Kiniko. And until all then, Tokus out.